come on top of that turnover ratio. We want to be really physical up front in the trenches. Really want to be our offensive line to get off the ball and our defensive line to do a great job using their hands and us just being really physical at the point of attack. The other thing, it's already done, the hay's in the barn, and that's your preparation for the game. Put the time in, log the needed time out on the practice field, watching a little bit of film to get yourself prepared in the game plan of what we're wanting to do so you can go out on a Friday night and be very instinctive and be very aggressive. And I feel like our kids have done a great job of that. We talk every week to our kids about you don't have to be perfect. There's never been a perfect football game played, and there never will be. Just go out and compete and enjoy the competition. Embrace the competition. And we've done a great job of that. And I think a lot of that is the way our kids have prepared. When you prepare well, you just feel like you're ready to go play the game and just go react and not overthink it.
Well, that is all I have for this episode of Coach's Corner. Coach, I'd like to thank you for joining me, and we will see you next time as this week Senators take on the Paoli Rams, and we will see if we can pick up a game next week. Well, thank you, Coach, for joining me, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Titan.
Well, welcome. We're live here at Art Sanders Field for tonight's West Washington varsity football contest as the Senators coming into tonight's game 4-0, perfect on the year, taking on the Paoli Rams, a PLAC rival here tonight. The Rams coming into tonight's game 2-2. Of course, the Senators coming in off of that big win over at Springs Valley last Friday night as they took care of business 38-17 over the Blackhawks. A familiar opponent for both teams as Paoli comes in off of a loss to Perry Central, who, we feel like is going to be one of the teams that's going to try to, take that PLAC crown along with the Senators, the Blackhawks still involved in it, and also the Rams. So all four of those teams kind of battling for that crown on the conference. But Paoli comes in tonight, a dangerous team for West Washington. They come into the season 2-2 on the year, but they've played two really good teams that they've lost to. Boonville, a 4A school out of down south that come up, and a team that I'm familiar with. A good friend of mine is the head coach there, and Darren Ward, who was at Corden for years. And, Boonville has always had a good football program, and they come in and took care of business at Paoli early in the season as they got that season opening victory over the Rams over at Paoli to start the year. And then, of course, we mentioned Perry Central last week for Paoli as they fell in that one 49-26 to the Commodores. But the big thing for Paoli, I think, from what I've seen is, they've had a little bit of trouble, turning over the football, and they're going to have to take care of that and also putting themselves in bad positions, offensively and putting their defense on the field for a long period of time. When you look down through tonight's matchup, the one big thing that stands out to me is the fact that on the year, you take a look at Paoli and what they've done offensively and defensively. To this point, through 4 games, they've scored 130 points. But the big problem is they give up 147. So the Senator defense is going to have to play well here tonight. You're going to see one of the best backs that we'll see all year in Trey Rominger, who has just broke their school record as a junior. And Paoli's had some great running backs over the years. So Rominger, a kid that can really get it done for him. I like him also on the defensive end, and also Benalis for the Rams. We're going to take a break here. Our national anthem will be back here on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington live stream and WWSR. Okay, welcome back here live to WWSR and West Washington live stream as we're ready for tonight's varsity football contest here once again between the West Washington Senators and the visiting Paoli Rams coming in here tonight. And we were talking a little bit about that before we went to the break there for our national anthem, and also we had a moment of silence and prayer here for the family at Springs Valley that lost the young youth football player that unfortunately passed away. So our thoughts and prayers out to that family and also the Springs Valley community for that loss. But just ready to go with football here tonight. And as we mentioned, the point I was making before we went to break was the Senator defense is going to have to play well. Paoli's defense has given up a lot of points, and that's something that I think our offense will be able to score. But our defense, I think, is going to be key here tonight, and also just the same for Paoli. They're going to have to keep our offense off the field and, be able to move the football and score and not turn it over like they've done through some of those losses that they've had. As we mentioned, the familiar opponent for both is the Blackhawks at Springs Valley. Paoli ended up winning that game over at Springs Valley on a late touchdown there to take the victory, and then the Senators last week taking care of business there against the Blackhawks 38-17.
Paoli with several significant fumbles in that game that really changed the whole tone of it, but they were able to capitalize and get a fumble late, then a big drive, and able to score. You brought up Trey Rominger earlier, another kid, their quarterback, which I've seen a lot of tape on. Braxton Elliott, their senior quarterback, got some wheels. He gets outside, he can get moving just as much. So
yeah, we've done a great job. I feel like to this point in the year stopping that outside run. We've seen the kid from Clarksville that done a great job getting to the outside, another great back that we faced earlier in the year. But Rominger kind of a different back. He's more of a ground pound type kid, whereas, Clarksville like to get the ball to the outside and get the ball to him. And we've done a great job stopping that. Also done a good job, I thought, last week on Valley's backs, who were, pretty quick as well. So, it's going to be an interesting contest here tonight. This is one that we've had circled on the calendar. So a big game with conference implications here tonight for both squads. Paoli's got to win to keep their hopes alive, and the Senators, of course, want to stay perfect here on the year. So hopefully they can come out, compete, play well, as we heard Coach Lowry talk about in that pregame interview with Titan Williams. So just looking forward to the contest, and Coach Mills has joined us up here. He was involved with the homecoming activities down there. His daughter actually.
Royal Escort, is that what I am?
Yeah, you're some kind of royalty. I'm not sure what kind it is, but you are some kind of royalty, that's for sure.
We did survive that, and, something that, Bubba, that the injury bug bit us last week with Holloway going down, but something that when I talked to on that interview, I don't know if it made the air or not, when I was talking to Coach Neal there, he brought up that number 76, Chris Nunez, out for Paoli. He is a big boy. He opened up a lot of holes inside for Rominger, and not having him. And Rominger was a little banged up last week. I think he really was. If you looked at the number of carries against Perry Central and how they shot themselves in the foot, there was a lot of things there that just didn't stack up. He probably wasn't feeling as well as he could.
Right, absolutely. And, Perry's a very physical team, and much like these two squads here. But, they beat on Paoli a little bit. And, the Senators, though, I think, the thing about this team so far has been the fact that I think I can't emphasize it enough, that team word. They play together, and we've talked about it. When somebody isn't having the best night, somebody else has stepped up and took over, and I think that's key. I think Paoli's going to come out as we talk about our keys to the game, Eddie Gilstrap Motors keys to the game here tonight. I think a lot of it's going to go through, naturally, Kenton Chase. I know Paoli's got him circled. He's the guy that they want to try to limit what he can do, but we've seen it in games past where the teams in Valley done the same thing last week. They tried to take Kenton out of the game, and they did for a while.
They had the spy on him in the first half.
They spied him the whole night, but he was able to make other things happen, and that's the key. I think our offense goes through Kenton, and when he can recognize what the defense is trying to do to stop us, that makes us very, very dangerous. And when he does that, he does it well. So to this point in the year, we've had a team effort throughout. The other key to the game for me, I think, is the trenches. I think, once again, Our line, I felt like, has overachieved to this point.
Exactly.
And they continue to do so week in and week out. They've got to have a good game here tonight.
I think this is going to be their biggest test of the year so far, Bubba. You see the size that Paoli has over there. You see a lot of older players, but they've got a very big sophomore class here that's a lot of athletic kids, like Coach Detmer told me, that was just really essential in them being able to be successful. So it'll be real interesting tonight if the Senators can Mr. Akers always says, it always relies on the line. Your line tells you where you're going to go. I do hope that the Senators can definitely create a better defensive scheme than some teams have against Paoli, because, you know, when you go with a Corden game, 107 points put up in that between two teams, what's going on there? Neither defensive coordinator slept good that night.
Right, and as I mentioned there earlier, you know, Paoli's give up a lot of points, but they've played some pretty powerful offensive squads, and looks like the Senators are going to get the ball here first to start this one as the captains meet out there at midfield. So we're just a few minutes away from our kickoff here and getting this thing underway as the Rams take on the Senators here tonight in this PLAC conference matchup. Senators trying to stay perfect on the year. Paoli, as we mentioned, coming in at 2-2, looking to keep their hopes alive for a conference crown. And more than anything, I think for Paoli, they're just looking for momentum right now. You know, they got a big win over Valley, and then last week kind of a letdown as Perry come in and kind of pounded on them late, 49-26. So, you know, Paoli's looking to regroup. Senators just got to keep it rolling, keep doing what they do, and hopefully that'll work here again tonight.
It's definitely one of those lunch pail games. You bring your lunch pail and you just, you know, you punch in your time card right now, and you've got to, you know, do it for 4 quarters, which is, I think, what's going to be key for the Senators. That is definitely going to be a 4 quarters of football.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, one thing I didn't mention that I think could be a key for us as well, we picked up a couple players that were not eligible until tonight due to coming out late, and that's Mason Cox, the senior at 6'1", 160, and Mason Jones, the senior as well, 5'6", 130. But Mason Jones, a very, very good physical kid, and he could help us quite a bit, especially in these special teams situations. So the Senators are going to get the ball here first as number 10, Brandon Cook, comes in to kick it away for the Rams. Hudson Kress will drop back there deep for West Washington as we're ready for our kickoff here tonight. And he'll approach the ball, kick it. It'll go pretty deep to the up man. Fielded there at about the 25. McCoy breaks the seam, cuts back up the middle, and a great return as he takes it out to the 43-yard line. And that's where the Senators will start 1st and 10 on their own 43.
And, you know, Bubba, for the first time all year, we didn't have any little trickeration on the kickoff by the opposing team or a little pooch kick. That actually had a little bit of air. So you saw Grayson, he was able to get behind a couple blockers there and made up some good gain there. It'll be 1st and 10 there on the 44-yard line for the Senators, and they'll be moving out. Kenny Chase, the quarterback.
They'll break the huddle, come to the line, much like what we've seen all year. Eye in the backfield. Kenton will go under center to take this snap on 1st down. As he moves under, sets a man out in motion. That's McCoy. He'll take it, turn, hand it off. Goes to the fullback right up the middle. That's Johnston. And Wyatt able to pick up about 3 yards on the carry across the 45 out to the 46, close to the 47. So a good 3-yard pickup there by Johnston.
And that was something out of nothing, Bubba. He comes in, he feels that, but that just goes back to Wyatt's strength of being able to roll out of that and kind of make that play.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 7 now for the Senators as they'll break the huddle, come to the line. Eye in the backfield once again, Johnston and Roberts, as they split one guy out wide to the far side as he'll take the snap on 2nd down. Turn, it's Ethan Roberts this time. He goes with that veer run off tackle, gets hit right at the 50-yard line and keeps his feet moving. That's where he's going to go down, though, but not before he picks up another 3 yards. And the Senators are setting that 3rd down and 4 right at the midfield marker.
And, Bubba, that's something I was seeing there, that C gap that's just outside of that tight end shoulder there. It just seems like there's a huge gap there if we want to get there. Now, there's going to be a guy coming in real quick to fill that hole. So if you're going to get there, you can't dance. You got to go straight and hard, and that's something that Roberts will do all night.
Yeah, their linebackers are really good. One of them is Rominger. The other one is that Austin Benalis, and he's very good at filling the hole. So Kenton will go under center, 3rd down. He'll take it, turn, hands it off to Roberts. He bounces off a guy, 1st down and more. He's into the secondary, had one guy to beat. and he gets tripped up deep into Ram territory at the 33-yard line. So Roberts there picking up 17 yards on that rumble-bumble, and he gets a first down for West Washington.
I looked, and I think that was Adam Barnhart with the tackle there. I was trying to look. He was the only guy left there that Roberts had. But one thing Ethan has done is he just keeps those legs moving. You see those extra yards.
Yeah,
he
popped off that tackle and just took the ball. So 1st and 10 in Paoli territory at the 33. Kenton goes under center, sets his man in motion.
No.
Fumbled the ball. He has to dive on it as he just didn't get the snap. I think he was kind of pulling out of there quickly, and I think Struthers back in there at center this week. So, that may be a little bit of a rep situation. So a loss of 1 on first down makes it 2nd down and 11.
And that's why we noticed I didn't notice it during our broadcast last week. Kai moved to center in the second half, and that's why we were able to get so many yards up the middle. Kai just opens up holes. That'll be a little missed up there, but center's able to kind of reset here. They got twins to the right side.
Twins on the far side, as you mentioned, Coach. 2nd down and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Kenton will go under center to take the snap. Eye in the backfield. He takes it, keeps it himself, goes to the outside, gets hit, and bulldog down from behind as Rominger come up to make that tackle. Kenton able to pick up about 3 yards, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 as he takes it down to the 31-yard line.
And 9:30 left. The Senators in Paoli territory looking to capitalize. This is one of those key plays. Bookmark this right here. A 3rd and a long.
Yeah, it's almost 3rd and 9. I said 3rd and 8, but they spotted it back at the 32. So, but you're definitely probably in 4-down territory here. So Kenton will go out of the gun this time. 3 receivers here to the near side as the snap will come on 3rd and 9. It does. He turns, hands it off to Roberts. He'll go to the far side, gets to the Paoli sideline, gets hit, and goes down inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line. So he was able to pick up another about 3 yards as they mark it right at the 29.
Yeah, he ran about 15 yards to get about 3 there. He ran all the way over there. And
so 4th down.
4th down here, big play once again. I tell you what, Bubba, they've not went to the left side over here. Maybe a pass over to this side. I know that we're looking at a lot of different personnel over there.
Yep, 4th down. They'll go trips here to this near side.
Look for Jackson Cameron on a little flag route here.
Kenton out of the gun this time. He'll roll out. He's got pressure coming. Gets it away. And just a little high as he tried to get it out there to Miller. And that ball sails on him a little bit. So Paoli will take over as we turn it over on downs.
And that's what Paoli wanted. They haven't gotten many stops this year, and that's one of them. So now the Senators got to come back and basically, push. If you're like, I always use my casino references, you're open for a push here.
Well, that 1st down fumble kind of hurt us there a little bit on that drive.
It sets back your entire philosophy you're doing there.
Paoli will come out here. Braxton Elliott, the quarterback. He'll set up. Rominger behind him, goes under center, takes it, turns, rolls out. He wants to throw. He's got a man open.
He's got a guy deep.
Field, and we go down to cover. And
that was on the ground.
Yeah, it hit the ground.
It was on the ground.
Number 7,
on the ground.
The ball did touch the ground, incomplete as they try to go for broke on the first play. As 4 tries to get it down there to number 7, Fletcher Cole, but that goes incomplete.
Official Brandon Lawson there on the call, right on top of it there. He's going to hear his name called because he's a buddy of mine, so I know him from back in the day.
So the incompletion makes it 2nd down and 10 at the Paoli 29 as the Rams try to come out here and
that was something they saw on film that they knew they could exploit.
And they got behind us. We weren't really in position there.
So now we've got to watch the middle here a lot. It's going to be coming hard up the middle.
They'll turn, hand it off. Rominger, the ball carriers. He takes it off tackle, dives forward for a gain of about 6 out to the 36-yard line. Actually about 7 on the carry. So he picks up a good 7 yards on that one. And it's 3rd down and 3 now.
Bubba, a stat I'd like to know is I wonder how many rushes he's had for negative yards in his career.
I'd say not a whole lot.
I would say not if you're already. Somebody needs to shoot a gap here and cause some havoc.
So Elliott will go under center, turn. He pitches it wide this time. And number 10, the ball carrier, gets the outside. Nice open field tackle as we come up to hit him. Great job by Stice. As number 10, Brandon Cook, the ball carrier that time, but a good enough for a 1st down. He got the 3 yards he needed.
And Grayson McCoy read that, and he was on it, but just had to fight through the traffic and couldn't get there.
So Cook able to pick up the 1st down on the pitch and it's 1st and 10 at the Ram 40 as the Rams continue to go to work here. Elliott will move under center once again. Snap will come. He'll turn.
He's going to keep it.
He kept it himself that time. Goes off tackle, gets hit as Grayson McCoy comes up to make the hit, but not before he picks up about 6 yards across the 45 to the 46. So Elliott getting the job done on his feet that time, picking up 6 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a long 4 here for the Rams. They'll break the huddle, come to the line. Elliott will lead them up there with Rominger in the backfield behind him. Snap will come here on 2nd down. They set a man in motion. Rominger, the ball carrier, gets hit in the middle and able to dive forward to about the 49. So he got maybe a couple yards on that carry.
But he also makes it a very manageable down there just by getting that. They're going to be very short. So with a quarterback like Elliott, he can easily just sneak this right up the middle if he like.
Give him 3 on the carry, so to bring up 3rd down and 1 right there at the 49-yard line of Paoli. They'll break the huddle, come to the line. Elliott will go under center here. No score, 6:19 to go in the 1st quarter. He'll hand it off. Rominger, the ball carrier, and he gets it plus some.
Motion on the –
Yeah, a flag comes in, though, from the side judge over here. So that's going to go back, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. There was all kinds of motion, and as our guy on the box there, Mr. Tankersley, I think, moving a little – we need to move back there for us.
And that's the kind of thing that has killed Paoli all year long. When they get in a good situation, they make a mistake, and that penalty is going to cost them 5 yards.
So that'll make it 3rd and 6 there, Bubba?
3rd and 6, it should be, from the 49.
So now that changes an entire thing. Now this is where the Cinders have to step up and
you
make
need
something.
To stop here.
And I'm trying to look. I think that's Houchin right on the right side of – yeah, it is. On the right side of Cruz there, 52. No, excuse me. Yep. Alex Houchin there. He's got to be a guy who's got to come up because they're double teaming Cruz.
They'll set 2 guys to the far side, put Cook here at the wing position.
Nothing wide, Bubba, nothing wide.
Yep, Elliott will go under center, turn, hand it off. No, he keeps it, he pulls it out, and he's got wide open.
He's got wide open. He's going to go all the way.
He could go to the house. I don't think we'll catch him as he's going to take it all the way down for the score.
Yeah.
As he read that one well, faked the handoff. We thought Rominger was getting the ball, and Elliott able to take it about 64 yards for the score.
Yeah, and he sees the eye that he sees there's absolutely nobody except Jackson Cameron deep there and pulls it back out and goes. And unfortunately for the Cinders in that case, they had to watch a big play happen in front of them. So now you got to refocus here and get this 2-point conversion stopped because it looks like they are going for it. So
5:51 to go here in the 1st quarter. Paoli strikes 4 first as Elliott takes it 64 yards for the touchdown and a 6-0. So they'll set up to go for 2. Elliott will go under center here to take the snap, sets a man in motion, pitches wide. It goes to Benalis, number 5, and he gets hit and goes down. So they stop him. And no good on the 2-point conversion run. So with 5:51 to go here in the 1st quarter, it's Paoli 6. The Senators nothing. We'll take a quick break and come back here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington live stream.
After 2 years of study and research, the Washington County Community Foundation launched its first proactive initiative, Youth First, in 2007. Their goal was to create a positive environment within the county where youth are valued, their needs come first, and investments are made in their well-being. In 2011, Youth First merged with the YMCA to best serve youth through their common commitments to youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. This merger allowed for further utilization of Youth First missions and the possibility to grow development assets in our community more initially.
All right, back here live, the Rams get on the board first here on a 64-yard touchdown run by quarterback Braxton Elliott as he kept it on the option play and scampered down the West Washington sideline to score. And now the Senators got to come back. We moved the ball.
Yeah, this is a 12-round boxing match right here.
We got to come back and match them here. You don't want to. We haven't been down a whole lot this year, but what defines you is how you answer when something bad goes wrong. So they'll kick off again. They kick it towards the sideline. It's going to be
Cox
caught down there by Cox. He'll bring it out to the 30. He's got some running room, makes a move. Oh, and a shoestring tackle right at the 31. So Cox, one
Another
guy to beat, and there you go. There's that athleticism. He's a three-sport kid, and, he showed it there on that return. Just if he could have got around the end, he probably had nothing but green field. And
he's a kid I begged to play every year since he played for me in 8th grade, had 4 touchdowns called back on penalties when he was in junior high, and really started focusing on baseball. And you realize when you're in high school, you only play football and only sports for so long. All right, so this is where the Senators got to just reset themselves and figure out what they're going to do offensively to move this ball down the field.
1st and 10 from their own 30 as Kenton will come back out. Titan Williams wide to the far side. Eye in the backfield. He'll take it. Turn. Oh, fumble, I thought. And I believe they got it back.
They got it back. Ken never got it, and that's going to be number 59 for the
59. Nolan Walker coming up with the ball right there at the 29. So the first turnover of the game by the Senators, and one that you can't afford to have, and that's really going to hurt us. They'll mark it right at the 30. So they take over after the fumble. And the Rams offense back out there here in the first quarter as the Senators down 6-0 with 5:40 to go in this first quarter of play, and Paoli will get it back here. So your defense has got to find an answer here. We got to come back, get a stop, and try to keep them out of the end zone. Elliott will come back out there. Rominger behind him, behind the backfield. They go with the wing formation. He'll keep it again. Same play he scored on this time. He gets stuffed as several Senators up to make it. And Hudson Crest comes up and tackles him after a 1-yard pickup.
Miller playing a really great spot there. Tyler Miller put in a big spot there when Holloway went down last week. So another young kid who's going to have to go trial by fire here and help us out.
Absolutely. So he'll step up there and make that tackle, Will Crest. So they give him 2 yards on that. I thought he just got 1, but pretty generous spot there at the 32. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Rams at the Senator 32.
You have to stop them here to set up a very long 3rd down.
2 guys wide as Elliott will go under center. On count, he'll turn, hand it off. Rominger off tackle. He gets hit and goes down after about a 3-yard pickup. He'll take it inside to 25 to right at the 24-yard line. They'll spot it. So a gain of 3 on the carry, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 here for the Rams at the Senator 24-yard line.
Yeah, we want to see a lot of 3rd and 8s and 3rd and 9s for them. Not these. These are so manageable for the Rams here.
So Elliott on 3rd down, 2 guys wide to the far side, and a timeout by Coach Lowry. He calls something. Here, he's seen something he didn't like, so we'll take a quick one as well. 4:28 to go in the first quarter. It's the Rams 6, those Senators nothing.
Here at American Family Insurance, located in Bedford, Indiana, we help our customers all over the state of Indiana by having customizable insurance policies to fit their needs. Whether it is insurance for your car, home, or business, we've got you covered. With licenses in Ohio and Florida as well, we can insure your vacation or rental home. You can also sign up for our discount driving program called Know Your Drive and save up to 10% with the potential to save up to 20% off auto insurance premiums. And let's not forget about your life, as life insurance is the most important policy we offer. Contact Michael Long at mlong@amfam.com or call 812-578-3072. Again, that's 812-578-3072. Michael Long Agency with American Family Insurance. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Okay, back here live at American Family Insurance. The sponsor, Michael Long, the agent for us here this evening as the Rams come back out here, 3rd down and 5. As they'll take the snap, they're going to pitch it wide to Rominger. He's got plenty of room. He's got a block, and he's going to score as he'll take it in for
But we got some
touchdown.
laundry, though, on the field right there on the 15-yard line.
I think that was a block in the back on Paoli as number 10 came across there, Brandon Cook, and got one of our guys in the backfield there and got a hold of him. So that's a hold against them and a big break for the Senators there as Rominger was able to score.
I mean, he can run through a very small space, but he had about 3/4 of the field there open. So
he had a big hole, and they're getting out on our linebackers pretty quick. Our outside linebackers are going to have to get out there a lot quicker if we're going to be able to stop them here tonight.
And, that's with some of these injuries you look at,
They didn't march off any yardage. Actually, the ball just went back about 2 yards. Oh, it was a spot foul. That's why.
Okay.
So it was down the field where it happened, and it only ended up being about a 2-yard penalty.
So they get to replay.
So 3rd and 6 now instead of 3rd and 4. As Elliott will go back under center. He'll set a man in motion, and Cook, he'll take it, turns, hands it off to Rominger. He gets to the outside, gets hit, and we do a pretty good job covering him up. First one there was Grayson McCoy, and then finished off by several Senators.
Bradley Hampton and Hudson Crest there coming into what you got to do is it's kind of like when you're trying to get that nail into a board. You got to pound it those last couple times. That's what they did.
He picked up about 3 yards, so it'll be 4th down and 2 here now for the Rams as they set up at the 21-yard line of West Washington. A big stop here if we can stop him. They'll just dive forward. Elliott will take it himself, and I believe he got enough. Yeah. After he got the motion, it's enough for a 1st down, so he carries it. Just a quick snap there by the Rams, and they kind of caught us off guard, so 1st down.
3:44 left here in the first quarter. And the Senators kind of experiencing what they've had in a couple games where they've made these long drives.
We're kind of back on our heels on defense right now. They're really taking it to us. Their line's doing a good job controlling that line of scrimmage, as we talked about, one of our keys. So new set of downs here for Elliott and the Rams as he'll go under center to take the snap on 1st down, turn, hands it off to Rominger. He falls forward to about the 15-yard line. So a gain of about 4 there by Trey, and that'll set up a 2nd down and 6 now for the Rams at the Senator 15-yard line.
And, Bubba, this is assignment football at its finest. When you're playing against a team like this, you have to have your assignments. You know where you're going. You have to know what you're doing at that exact moment. Unfortunately for the Senators, it just seems like they're like a step behind right now.
Yep, absolutely. So Elliott will break the huddle, come to the line.
Watch that wide side to left side over there.
Benalis could go in motion, and he will now. As they'll turn, they'll hand it off. It'll go to Rominger. He'll dive through the center and goes off tackle for another 1st down inside the 10. Picked up about 7 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st and goal now at about the 9-yard line. So Paoli really taking it to the Senators here in the first quarter. Still 2:30 to go here. And they're knocking on the door once again inside the Senator 10 at the 9. Elliott will go under center. Snap will come. He'll pitch it wide to Rominger. And we don't get anybody out there. He scores easily. And I tell you, we're going to have to adjust our defense a little bit because they are taking advantage of that as Rominger scores.
Yeah, as you watch, Bradley Hampton was pinned inside. Never got the opportunity to go out there. But when somebody's blowing through your line like that and then getting to your backers, that's a problem.
Well, you got to get off the block, and part of our problem is we're playing a lot more inside with those outside linebackers, and they've took advantage of it. So they get their 2nd score of the night with 2:14 to go here in this first quarter. As they go up 12-0, they'll stand and go for 2, and they'll get it in as they take it in from the 2-point conversion spot as number 10, Cook, able to take it in for the run. So the Rams score again, and they lead it here tonight 14-0 over the Senators with 2:14 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break and come back here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington live stream.
Is your ride not as reliable as it used to be? Eddie Gilstraps is the place to go. With 80 years in the auto industry, we know how to get things done. At Eddie Gilstrap Motors, we have an unbeaten level of commitment to buyers, unmatched customer service, a wide array of new and used inventory, and various financing options are just a few of the ways in which we serve our customers. Give us a call at 877-227-9421. That's 877-227-9421, or just visit our website.
All right, we're back here live at Art Sanders Field as the Senators dig themselves a hole, down 14-0 here with 2:14 to go in the first quarter, and the turnover really hurt us there. We turned it over to them at our own 29-yard line, and we're going to have to shore up that center quarterback snap. We've done it twice now, and both times it's hurt us. And Paoli's took advantage of it, and it's been all Ram at this point.
It's going to be interesting to see if Paoli's defense kind of rests on their morals here, or are they going to come out?
They kick it up short again. Mason Cox will take it down the sideline, and just pushed out of bounds right there at about the 42. So another good return by Cox, and that's where the Senators will start at their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10 for West Washington.
And that's something the Senators have had pretty good field position to start all their drives.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, not able to get it. I mean, that's where, you look at that. I bet Paoli's over here thinking, Bubba, this game's over already.
Yeah, and that's one thing that, we've not got shook,
No.
when we have got behind and things haven't went right. So we got to come out here and get an answer.
You have to weather the storm.
On this drive, we got to get an answer. So Kenton will go with one back in the backfield. He'll go under center to take the snap. Here on 1st down, he turns, he hands it off. It'll go to Kress. He'll try that veer run offside on the left-hand side and get maybe a yard out of it. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 now, as that's the first time we've seen Hudson carry the ball here this evening.
Yeah, he's coming in as a change of pace back. He's that lightning back. He's a lightning bolt when he gets going. And the Senators are trying to find something there. And he goes through a hole where there's just a lot of guys there filling it.
Yeah, they're doing a good job with their linebackers are filling the holes where ours aren't at this point. So they've done a good job with theirs setting things up. Kenton will go back to the I formation as he'll step under center, rolls out, wants to throw. He's got some time, and he's going to take off with it now. Nope, he's still looking. He throws, and he tries to get it out there. Catch is made. Not sure if he made the grab or not. They're going to say incomplete.
Incomplete there. I don't know that Tyler Miller was ever in bounds enough. It looked as if he was out of bounds when he caught it. So,
yeah, he tried to get it out there to Miller, and Miller unable to come up. Well, he caught the ball, but he was out of bounds, I believe. So that will be incomplete, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Here's another 3rd down and long for us, and that's what we've kind of got to get ourselves in better positions on 3rd down. And this is an important one here if we can convert. So 3rd and 9 from the 43 as the Senators will set up there. They'll go with just a single back with Kress behind Kenton as Kenton will go under center. He'll set up, takes it, rolls out, wants to throw, got time, hits his man in the flat.
That's Johnson.
Catch is made by Johnson. He'll get the 1st down and more. Finally pushed out of bounds all the way down at the 41-yard line of Paoli. So a good throw and catch there from Kenton to Johnston, good for the 1st down, and a gain of, he was at the 43, so 7. He got about 14 on that reception, actually about 17 on that reception. So 1st and 10 for the Senators as they set up in Paoli Ram territory at the 41-yard line of Paoli.
1:13 left here in the 1st quarter. Two backs in the backfield.
Yep, they'll go back to the I formation. Kenton will set up. He'll move under center. Snap will come. He'll turn, fake the handoff, roll out. He's got pressure. Gets it out in the flat, though. Hits Grayson McCoy this time over towards the Paoli sideline. Good for about an 8-yard pickup. So getting it done through the air now, trying to open it up a little bit. And that's a good play call by Coach Lowry and Coach Robelski as they've noticed that here and opened things up a little bit for the Senators. So 2nd down and 2 now at the Paoli 33-yard line. And we got to just keep this drive going here as the clock down under a minute in the 1st quarter, down 14-0. Kenton will go under center. High in the backfield again, sets McCoy in motion. Now he'll turn, he'll hand it off. It'll go to Kress. He'll try to run it to the outside, and he gets stretched out. No gain on the play. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 now.
And that'll probably be the last play of the 1st quarter there.
So no gain on that one. And that will be the last play, I believe. We won't have time to get another one off here as the clock will wind down 10 seconds as it continues to run here. So that's going to be the end of the 1st quarter here from Art Sanders Field with the Senators down 14-0 to the Paoli Rams. We're going to take a quick break and come back here on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington live stream and WWSR.
Expertise, resources, commitment. At Sullivan Financial, we offer a team approach to financial planning, offering you a broader scope of expertise than you will likely find in any one person. Clients are our main priority, which is why we work to understand your unique circumstances and ultimately create a distinctive plan that provides a roadmap for your financial journey. Located in Mitchell, Indiana, they can be reached at 812-849-2670. That's 812-849-2670.
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field. It's the Senators facing a third down and about, I thought that was fourth down.
We're to third.
No, we were on first down. We got the 8 yards, so it will be third down.
And we kind of
third
moved
down
back.
and about 3 as Hudson lost a yard on that. So that's where we'll set up here to start this second quarter of play as the Rams lead at 14-0 over the Senators here. Senators with an important drive here. We need to go down and punch this in and keep this a one-score game.
We also look at that Paoli gets the second half kickoff, so you don't want to put yourself in where you're giving them 2.
Absolutely not. So we'll set up third down and about 3 at the 34-yard line. Kenton takes it, hands it off. It goes to Roberts, and he gets enough for the first down.
He's at the 30.
As he takes it all the way down to the 30, so a 4-yard pickup there by Ethan. And that will move the sticks and give the Senators a new set of downs here on a 4-yard pickup.
And Bubba, I think you're going to see a lot of Ethan on this drive as we get closer. I think he's our guy that we're going to have to workhorse through. I think we're going to see with Johnston and McCoy being like in those flat backs that we can hit to. But I really think that's going to be our game.
Yep, absolutely. So 1st and 10 now. Senators looking for an answer here as they're in a hole, 14-0 Paoli. 1st and 10, Kenton will go under center, eye in the backfield. He'll turn, fakes the handoff, rolls out. He's got wide open field. He'll throw it out there to Roberts. He makes a grab for a first down and more inside the 15. I seen a flag come in there maybe. Did I see a flag or am I seeing things, Coach?
There's a lot of yellow on the field.
I think I'm seeing things.
So
I could have swore I seen a flag come in from their sideline. Did you?
when they invented the game of football, the flag should be like rainbow or something. It should be like a color that is not able to.
So that about a 16-yard pickup there as Kenton got it out there to Roberts and a gain of 16, so another first down. And the Senators keep this drive alive here inside the 15 at about the 13-yard line. Kenton will go under center, eye in the backfield, turns, hands it off to the halfback straight up the middle, and that was Hudson, I believe. Yeah. He didn't get a whole lot, maybe a yard or 2. They're going to take him down to about the 10.
He's going to get some.
He got more than what I thought.
And that's our angle here that we see.
Yeah.
You know, last week we were on a field that was completely flat from one side to the other, so he could see it pretty easily.
So a gain of at least 2, almost 3, as he takes it down to about the 10. And the Senators will come out here, 2nd down and 8. Now, eye in the backfield with Kenton going under center, Hudson Crest behind him, and then Roberts as the halfback here on this one. They'll fake it to Roberts. He rolls out. He's got pressure.
Just got to get rid of it,
and
Ken.
He's got to throw it out there, and that might have been grounding, but he did have Crest out here, so no flag on the play.
The referee
I didn't see one anyway.
Wow.
So he dumps it off at the last second, running backwards, and he threw it forward. So it definitely wasn't a backward pass. He just didn't have a whole lot of people to throw it to there, and Hudson was out there wide. So.
That's a play called 34 bootleg water boy.
Yeah.
You throw it to the water boy.
So incomplete pass on 2nd down.
So right here, a huge play as the Senators on these 3rd downs trying to go through there. Look at Tyden Williams over here. He's going to have to sneak behind a lot of really good defensive backs there if he wants to get it. Same way with McCoy, maybe McCoy to the flats here.
3rd and 8, Kenton out of the gun. He'll hand it off to Roberts. He'll try to go to the right-hand side, cuts back up inside, keeps his feet moving, and takes it down to about the 6 where he's pushed out of bounds. So he's able to pick up about 4 yards on the carry. And it'll be a 4th down now and about 4 from the 6-yard line.
10-11 here in the second quarter. Paoli up 14-0 on the Senators. This is one, Bubba, you don't want to give away.
No, you need to do something here to convert this drive. And, you know, we don't have a field goal kicker, so we're going to have to get
Bubba,
this 4 yards.
I think it's a dump off to somebody. I don't think you can run for here. I think it's got to be a dump off in the flats to somebody.
We haven't seen Kenton run it a whole lot, but they've done a good job spying him. So he'll go under center, sets a man in motion, turns, drops back, wants to throw, looks, he's got pressure from behind, gets away from it, and almost got it to Roberts, but it'll go incomplete.
Tyler
So
Miller there
Paoli
takes off and just Ken has to throw it. He throws it where nobody's at, so it's not an interception, but that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the Senators are really going to have to find a misplay by Paoli if they want to get something started here. And this is probably the worst they've looked all year.
Yeah, Paoli at their own 6-yard line will take it over on downs as the Senators can't convert, so the defense has got to come back out looking for their first stop here, as Paoli scored both times they've had the ball. So they'll have to go 84 yards here for this next score. So the Senators got to get something going here defensively. As Elliott comes back out, he'll go under center, sets Cook in motion, turns, hands it off. Rominger, the ball carrier, gets to the outside and got a 10-yard, almost 11-yard pickup out of it as he takes it out to about the 17-yard line, and a pickup of about 12 on that carry for Rominger. So it'll be 1st and 10 Rams as they give themselves a little breathing room.
Yeah, as you get out there, that's about, you couldn't do any better of a first down play than that.
Nope, and he's their bell cow. That's who they're going to go to when they need big yardage. Elliott sets up with a new set of downs here, 1st and 10, and he'll take it, turn, and he'll keep it himself and run it to the outside on the option play. Finally gets Bulldog down out there at about the 25-yard line, so another good gain by them. A 7-yard pickup there by the quarterback, Elliott.
And that'll be just shy of another first down here with 9:15 left. Senators down 14-0.
2nd down and 2 now as he got 8 yards on that carry. So we'll see what happens here as they'll go under center. Elliott will set Cook in motion, turn, hand it off Rominger, and he'll just dive forward out to about the 30 and get the first down, a gain of about 5 yards on that carry. And they're just taking it to us right now. It's just smash mouth football at this point. And right now, the Rams are just more physical than what the Senators are up front. And they're getting the job done, new set of downs.
I mean, this is one of those Thanksgiving games where you get to choose teams. All little cousins wind up on one team and all the big cousins wind up on another. That's what it looks like right now. And the Senators have got to sock somebody in the eye here and come back.
Elliott will set Cook in motion. He'll pitch it wide to him. He'll take it down the sideline. He's going to go. He's going to take it to the house. Nobody's going to catch him as he will take it 70 yards for the score. 69
and a half yards there.
So
for the
69-yard touchdown run by Elliott. And, boy, I tell you, it's been all Rams at this point as they score again with 8:30 to go here in this first half. And the Senators down big here to the Paoli Rams.
And they've got so much going in their direction for them here. You know, they've got a full head of steam. Everything's clicking for them, and everything's not clicking for the Senators.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been the tale of two different tapes here. They'll line up to go for 2 as Elliott will set Cook in motion again. Turn.
Man, there was all kinds of,
there's flag coming in.
we had a guard moving right. We had a tackle moving left, and then 2 other guys in motion.
So false start will move them back 5 yards, so another penalty against the Rams, but it's been all Rams. They'll move it back to about the 8-yard line, so it will be another opportunity here for the 2-point conversion. They'll see what they can do here on this one as they'll break the huddle, come out. Rominger behind Elliott as he'll go under center, sets Cook in motion, takes it, turns, fakes the pitch, rolls out backwards, reverses out. He's got pressure from behind, gets it down, and there's a flag again, but he goes out of bounds, doesn't get it. So they'll decline that one.
Decline the hold.
That will be no good on the PAT run there by Elliott. So the score will stay 20-0 here with 8:30 to go in this first half of play. And you're listening to Senator Football here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington live stream.
In 2012, the Washington County Community Foundation began working on its next big initiative, Education Matters. The goal of Education Matters is to increase the educational attainment of adults residing in our county. The initial focus has centered on adults with some college and no degree. With the assistance of scholarships and a peer mentoring program, the foundation began helping adults return to college to complete their degree or obtain a certification in 2013. Realizing that strength lies in numbers, Washington County partnered with Clark, Floyd, Harrison, and Scott counties to create Education Matters Southern Indiana. This initiative continues to build.
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field, the Senators in a deep hole here, 20-0, as the Rams have scored on all three possessions here. That last one, Cook getting a 69-yard touchdown run down the sideline of Paoli.
Is it the woodshed? Get taken to the
Well, we
woodshed?
kind of are at this point.
Yeah.
And I tell you, the game's being won right now, just like we talked about in the trenches. They're just taking it to us. Our linebackers have been non-existent, especially to the outside. And we're going to have to find an answer here to get back in this one. And it starts right now. You've got to go score here on this drive. And we've moved the ball.
Yes, that's what's frustrating is we've had several drives.
Turned it over. Give them short field on the second score. And then that one, we were out of position defensively. So need a return here, Hudson. So catch this thing and take it to the house.
I don't know if they'll kick it to him. They saw a lot of tape on him last year.
Cook will line up to kick it away as he'll approach the ball. This time a squib kick down there.
He does.
He'll go back to Hudson. He misses it, though. He'll pick it up at the 10 and try to bring it out. A lot of pressure coming. He gets hit at the 15 and goes down right there at about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, he gets hit real hard, the poor kid. When you don't make that, when you let it go through your legs, then you got to try to make it up. It's like
that ball had a lot of play on it. It was squealing down through there, and they'll spot it right at just across the 15. So we'll have to start there and go 85 yards here. But we need to score on this possession. There's just no doubt about it here if we want to get back in the ball game. Down 20-0 here. The Senator offense back on the field. And just got to take your time here and get first downs. Let's just drive it down the field.
Well, you hope that you get back to whatever your thesis is on how you want to do something. There's something up here because they're going to have to call a timeout. I think we're missing
a guy.
We're missing. We're going to have to be taking time out there, and Coach Lowry is going to be giving it to whoever that is because they were not in position.
Number 75, Caden Clooney.
Caden Clooney, that's something you got to be ready for. You know this. We're a small school, small team. And that's when things go bad. Everybody kind of starts to worry. But, hey, keep doing what you've done, and it's a war of attrition. It'll come out in the end.
So the Senators have to burn the timeout as we'll stay here with you. 8:25 to go in the first half. Paoli 20, West Washington nothing here, and it's just been all Rams at this point. And there again, as you mentioned, when things go bad, sometimes the mental aspect comes in. This is the first time we've been down this much. And, these kids, just got to regroup here and do what we do. We can't hit the panic button. You got 2.5 quarters of football left. You got to come out here and, get an answer and come back and play some defense. Get your, Coach Gibson, I've got the uttermost confidence in that guy. He will make adjustments, and we will come back defensively.
Coach Lowry's got the hat on backwards like Stallone and over the top. He just turned it around backwards. I think he's got it. He's got it going there. So there's been some intensity. I would not have wanted to be in that huddle there, but I'm willing to bet the kids are going to come out and play, and they play hard. That's something about this group. I love their attitude. I love how they play.
Yep. So we'll have to set up here. 1st and 10 at our own 15 as Kenton will go under center eye in the backfield as he'll set up with Roberts and also Kress behind him. Snap will come here. He turns, hands it off. It'll go to the first man through, and I believe that is Johnston in there now. So number 11 with about a 3-yard pickup out to almost the 20, give him 4. As he'll take it out from his own 16 there. So Johnston with the 4-yard pickup. It'll set up 2nd down and 6 now for the Senators. A long 6 for them as Kenton will take the play from the sideline. They'll set up Jackson Cameron wide to the far side. And also Grayson McCoy. So Kenton will go with just one back in the backfield with Roberts. He'll fake it, rolls out, wants to throw, got pressure now, steps up.
He's going to need to step up.
Going to have to take off with it and throws it low as that ball, I think, was incomplete as he tried to get it out there to number 32.
To Tyler Miller.
Now,
what's crazy about that, Johnston was right near that first down marker, And if he chucked it to him, I think he had pay dirt because there was nobody in front of him. But that's where Kenton, I almost wish he would have took off and run with it.
He should have took off, yeah. He had open field, and he's
right,
got to do that.
6 yards. That's a hard 6. That's going to be a hard 6 to get there, but he probably could have got that.
So they'll set up a big third down. We can't afford to give them the ball back here on the punt. You know, you got to convert this here at the 20. So third down and a long 6 for the Senators as Kenton will go under center. Split backs this time in the backfield. No, he goes out of the gun. He'll drop back, looks to throw. He's got time, but now pressure coming, gets it out. Cameron with the catch.
I think he's maybe.
I think he got it. He's just on this side of the 25, about the 26. That will be a first down.
He's going getting the first down.
First down. So the great conversion there as Kenton able to get it out to Jackson Cameron. Good for about an 8-yard pickup there out to the 26-yard line.
Good communication there. This is I usually dog the Zebras, Bubba, but I actually like this crew. I know 2 guys on this crew, and they're really good. They're also people that are probably some of the big advocates for kids sports. These are some great people out here. I'll talk a little more about that later.
So I in the backfield here, 1st and 10. Kenton will take it, turns, hands it off to Roberts. He gets hit as he tries to come to the right and got hit by a wall. Might have lost about a half yard. So it will be a second down and right at about 11 for the Senators as he lost 1 on the carry.
You know, we talk about not having enough officials. Keith Henderson, actually the man who's setting the ball down right there in the middle, he's actually the AD over at Austin.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is his off season because they don't have football. And he said, I'm going to help. How can I help? Well, by God, he joined this crew. And so that's really cool to see.
So they'll set up here at their own 25.5-yard line. Second down and about 11.
6:48 left.
So Kenton will go under center, eye in the backfield this time. Snap will come. He'll pitch it wide. It'll go to Kress. He'll take it off tackle, gets a burst of speed, gets it up to about the 27-yard line. So only a couple, 2 or 3 yards on the carry as he gets hit and goes down at about his own 27-yard line. So Hudson with a hard 2 and then bring up 3rd and 8.
He's not had an easy yard all night, Bubba. He's had some really hard yards.
And so we'll go here. So we've got to have a big third down conversion again. So we'll see if they look to go to the air again as Kenton will call the play. They'll come to the line. He'll go out of the shotgun this time. 2 receivers wide here to the near side as he'll set up here out of the gun. And they've had pressure on Kenton. He hadn't had much time. He'll take it. They try a dive, hand it off to Kress. He squirts through.
Yeah.
Rominger.
Yeah.
Man, he put a pop on him right at about the 31.
When you get a future North-South All-Star right there giving you a pop.
Yep, and he drilled Hudson right there at the 31-yard line. So a gain of maybe a couple. They're going to give him 3, and they'll bring up 4th down and 5.
Here comes the punt team out for the Senators.
So we're going to have to punt it away, it looks like. And that's not what we wanted here on this drive. And it's just been all Paoli. They're making the plays they need to make, and we are not. So that's been the tale of this first half with 5:20 here as the clock continues to roll. Kenton will have to drop back there and punt this ball away. He'll step back there. Snap comes back. It's a good one. He'll get it away. It's a nice high kick. Going to go out of bounds, though, down there at about the 40-yard line. So they'll call it he's moving all the way up to about the 45. So the punt was a nice high kick, but they'll take it over 1st and 10 from their own 45. And here's one key here. We cannot afford to give up any kind of score here before the half, down 20-0. So defense has got to come out here and play because it's been all Paoli to this point. 1st and 10 Rams from their own 45-yard line as they'll break the huddle and come to the line. Senators still getting guys out there. Elliott under centers. And now we have a timeout called. So Coach Lowry has to burn his last one with 5:05 to go here in the first half, down 20-0. We'll take a quick break. Hear a word from a sponsor. Once again, it's the Paoli Rams 20, the Senators nothing.
United Producers Inc. We are the largest livestock marketing company in the world. We currently have 17 auction markets and 23 direct buying stations across Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Tennessee, and Illinois. Our goal is to market your livestock to maximize your dollar while implementing animal safety procedures. To find your local market, visit our website at uproducers.com or contact Ryan Batt at 812-620-0769. Again, that is 812-620-0769. Farmer owned, farmer values.
All right, back here live, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of Paoli, as the Senators have to take a timeout here to burn their last one as the Rams, as we weren't set defensively. 2 receivers wide to the far side. Elliott will go under center, sets a man in motion, hands off to Benalis. He takes it down the right side, breaks the tackle, and gets tackled from behind all the way down at about the Senator 40-yard line. So a gain of 15 on the carry, actually about 17. They give him some more as Benalis able to pick up good yardage, a 17-yard pickup, and into Senator territory here, 1st and 10 at the Senator 38-yard line. So Elliott will break the huddle, come to the line, one back in the backfield as they set up in the wing formation. He sets a man in motion, now sets up behind him. He'll pitch it back. It'll go to number 7 this time, the ball carrier. And he finally gets hit, but close to another first down at about the 31 as number 7, that time Fletcher Cole, the ball carrier. And he picks up about 7 yards on the gain. So it'll be a 2nd down and a long 3 now for the Rams at the Senator 31-yard line. So Elliott will go back under center. Rominger behind him. He'll hand it off right up the middle. He dives, and he takes it into the secondary before he's hit and brought down at about the 15. So another big gain there for the Rams as he picks up 16 yards on that carry.
You know, Trey's he's got that Nick Chubb kind of running style like you see with the Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
He just goes so hard that when he does fall, he's falling forward for 2 or 3 extra yards.
Elliott will take it, turn, hand it off. No, he kept it, and he fakes everybody out. He's going to score as he kept it, as he pulled it at the last second, and he'll take it in from 15, 16 yards out, and he gets his 2nd touchdown of the night. And I tell you, that puts the Rams up here with 3:43 to go here in this first half. They go up 26-0 over the Senators as Elliott scores again. He had one from 64 yards, this time from 16. And he scores to put him up 4 scores here, chance to get the 2-point conversion and go up 28-0 here with 3:43 to go in the half. Elliott will go under center, sets a man in motion, turns, hands it off Rominger. And they'll try to push him in, but he didn't get it. Good job stopping him as the Senators stop the run.
And that's where you catch him dancing. That's about the only chance you're ever going to get him.
When you stop his feet and he doesn't keep his feet moving, that's how you stop him. But we haven't been able to stop the Rams to this point. It's been all Paoli. We'll take another quick break as you're listening to the home of Senator Sports, WWSR, and West Washington Live Stream.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes is proud to support West Washington Senator football and wish them a great season. Stop by and see us for all your school fan gear. We offer a wide variety of tees, hoodies, hats, and more. We also offer custom screen printing and embroidery for your team, business, or event. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and have been serving our community for over 15 years. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, they're 9 to 3. Stop in or call us at 812-883-4154. That's 812-883-4154. Shop local and save.
Back here live, the Senators have dug themselves a huge hole here. Paoli
has brought the fireworks tonight.
Yes, they have. 26-0 as they're just ramming the Senators, no pun intended, but that's been the case here in the first half as they'll kick off once again as Cook will set up here to kick it back away to West Washington, and we need something big to happen here as we need some points on the board for the half. He'll approach it, kicks it deep, and it's going to go down and be caught there by Mason Cox at about the 20. He'll bring it up and get hit out of bounds at the 25. That might have should have drew a flag because they tackled Mason way out of bounds. But anyway, it doesn't, and that's where we'll start, 1st and 10. And, you know, for the first time this year, our kids look defeated.
Yeah.
They've come out here, and Paoli's really smashed them in the mouth, as Mason did take it up to about the 24-yard line. So we'll start at our own 24. So 1st and 10 for the Senators as Kenton will come back out to get things going here. And 1st and 10, the snap will come. He'll drop back, wants to throw. Got time, hits it in the flat, gets it to McCoy. He breaks the tackle. He stays on his feet as he's into the secondary all the way up to the 39-yard line. So a gain of about 14 on that pitch and catch from Kenton out to McCoy, and that's something positive that we need to keep going. So picks up the 1st down. So 1st down and 10 at the Senator 40-yard line. So they'll set up. Eye in the backfield. Pitch will come to Crest. He'll cut it back in the middle and gets hit and goes down. Might have got a yard, but a hard hit once again by Rominger, as he's been all over Hudson Crest here in this first half. So no gain on the play, and it'll set up here a 1st down and about or 2nd down and 1 now, or 2nd down and 9. I'm struggling, much like we have been all night long. So the Senators will come back out now. Kenton with the offense there on the field. He'll set up with an eye in the backfield. As 2nd down and 9, he goes under center, takes it, rolls back. He's got pressure coming from behind, gets it away. Had a man open, but Paoli almost picks it off as they come up as number 10, Cook, knocks that ball down. So incomplete pass on 2nd down. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9 as we tried to get it out there to McCoy. And that goes incomplete with 2:42 to go here in this first half of play. Senators down 26-0 here. 3rd down and 9 as the Senators will come back out and set up here as they split Titan Williams wide to the far side. Kenton out of the shotgun this time here on 3rd down. Trying to convert. Oh, and the snap comes back. He fumbles it, but he gets back on it, and luckily we cover it up, and it's just been the wheels falling off the train right now for the Senators as that ball is fumbled all the way back to the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. We'll have to punt this thing away here with 2:28 to go in the first half. Paoli takes a timeout, so we'll take another one. Hear a word from the sponsor, and once again, it's Paoli 26, the Senators nothing.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes is proud to support West Washington Senator football and wish them a great season. Stop by and see us for all your school fan gear. We offer a wide variety of tees, hoodies, hats, and more. We also offer custom screen printing and embroidery for your team, business, or event. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and have been serving our community for over 15 years. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, they're 9 to 3. Stop in or call us at 812-883-4154. That's 812-883-4154. Shop local and save.
All right, back here live. Senators fumble their away on 3rd down, so that means we're going to have to punt here as Kenton will drop back inside his own 20 to punt this ball away to the Rams here. It gets a low snap, but he gets off a nice high kick. It's going to come down, take a Senator bounce down inside the 40 at about the 38-yard line, and that's where it'll be down. So that's where Paoli will start here with plenty of time. 2:19 to go here on the first half clock, and they'll start at their own 37-yard line is about where they'll spot it.
And I tell you what, it just keeps getting.
Sorry.
It just keeps getting better and better for the Rams here with 2:19 left, getting a free possession here because they're going to get the second half kickoff.
Yeah, we just, there again, we shot ourselves in the foot on third down, just fumbled that shotgun snap, and our defense still trying to get set. We've struggled all night long. Elliott will come up, take the snap. He keeps it, pitches it at the last second. They got one guy to the outside to beat, and he'll take it down the field, follows his blockers well. Now cuts back across the center, breaks a tackle. He's going to score, and Cook will take it all the way in for another score as the wheels continue to fall off as they take it, 63 yards this time for the score.
So every possible big play for the Rams has happened tonight for the Rams. And every time that the Senators have needed a big play, it has not paid off for them.
Nope, sure hadn't. 2:03 to go. And, you can tell, I think I said it at the last break, our kids just hanging their heads. And we've not been down like this. And, once again, they make us pay here as Cook takes it 63 yards for the score. And it's been all Paoli. So they'll go for two, and they'll keep it, and he got it in. Looks like he made it in as Elliott kept it himself. And that's going to put them up here 36-0 with 2:03 to go, or actually 34-0. So, yeah, we'll take a break again, come back here with the Rams up 34-0 here over Senators.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights. To pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
All right, back here live. Not much good to say at this point for West Washington. This is just one of those games where Paoli came to play and we weren't ready, and we've made lots and lots of mistakes to this point, and the Rams continue to take it to us here as they lead it 34-0 here in the first half, and another kickoff coming here to the Senators as Cook will kick it away here to get the ball back into play. It'll be a line drive kick fielded up there by Cox at about the 30, gets it out to the 36 where he gets hit and goes down. So pretty good return there once again by Mason. And we'll start at our own 36-yard line this time, 1st and 10, and the Senators still looking for some kind of offense. It's been mumble-fumble for us here in this first half and just haven't been able to get anything going. So we'll come up and see what we can do here. They won the first half. We got to come back and win the second half. That's how that works.
Yeah. It's about something's got to go right for you.
Yep. So eye in the backfield for the Senators as Kenton will come back out. He'll set tight and wide to the far side. Snap will come on 1st down. He'll hand it off. It'll go to Johnston. And Wyatt able to dive forward for a gain of a hard yard as he picks up 1. 2nd down and 9 now. Actually almost 2 as he gets it across the 35 to the 37. So 2nd down and 9 now for the Senators as they'll break the huddle and come to the line here with 1:28 to go in the first half. Kenton will set up in the eye. He'll go under center once again to take the snap as he will take it here as Paoli's shifting their defense around a little bit. He'll take the snap on 2nd down, turn, hand it off, and it's just nothing doing. We're just not blocking. We've kind of give up to this point, and that's something we hadn't seen out of these kids at this. And I hate to say that, but I'm just calling it like I see it.
Bubba, they pay us to call the game, and we can be homers we want, but we're also going to be fair.
Yep, it's been all Paoli, and give them credit. They've come in here with, the intention of taking it to the Senators, and that's what they've done here in the first half.
I had this whole spiel. I was going to say this was like a Rocky movie. Unfortunately, this is like Rocky 3, where Clubber Lang comes out and just annihilates him.
That's pretty much what it's been. So 3rd down and 9 after no gain on 2nd down. Snap will come. He'll turn, hand it off, just a straight dive again to Johnston. He'll dive out to about the 40, where it'll be a maybe a 2-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 4th down now and about 7 for the Senators, as just haven't been able to get anything going, and Paoli has come to play as they have took it to us here in this first half, and we're not even going to try to get a play off, but it's 4th down. You about have to punt at that point anyway. So that's the first half as the clock winds down, and it's been all Paoli as the Rams lead it here 34-0 over the Senators. We're going to take a break. We'll come back here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington live stream.
United Producers Inc. We are the largest livestock marketing company in the world. We currently have 17 auction markets and 23 direct buying stations across Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Tennessee, and Illinois. Our goal is to market your livestock to maximize your dollar while implementing animal safety procedures. To find your local market, visit our website at uproducers.com or contact Ryan Batt at 812-620-0769. Farmer owned, farmer values.
IHSAA.
Gates, Carnegie, Rockefeller. I'm not. Generous, caring, rich in spirit, I am. You don't have to be a person of great wealth to make an impact. When caring individuals give through a flexible, creative, capable organization known as a community foundation, our philanthropic potential is unlimited. As your local community foundation, we provide you the opportunity to permanently support the causes you care about, both near and far. We do this by protecting and administering permanent funds through thoughtful grant making to improve the quality of life in the community we serve. Simply put, donors who give through a community foundation build sustainable, permanent funds called endowments through contributions, big and small, to support organizations they care about most, forever. Through the generosity of our many donors and the responsible, informed investment of permanent funds, we will increase our grant-making ability for the benefit of our community for generations to come. All we need is you. What causes are you passionate about? What organization matters most to you? We can help you ensure your charitable interests are supported forever. Donors can give to an existing endowment or establish their own. Some choose to give now, while others make their gift later through their will or estate plan. To learn what your options are, talk to your community foundation. We're here to help you reach your philanthropic goals. If you love our community, let's leave our little corner of the world a bit better than we found it. Not just today, but for future generations too. The Washington County Community Foundation has been making our home a terrific place to live, work, and play since 1993 through the generosity of donors just like you. Why? Well, just like you, we also really love our community.
At Eddie Gilstrap, our customers are family. Rated in the top 6% nationwide in Ford dealers, we pride ourselves on our no-pressure environment, honesty, and integrity. Come see us today and discover why we're different. Eddie Gilstrap Motors.
Happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Bob Lovell. This is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, I tell you what, it's a crazy time. We're at week number 4 in high school football. We are, getting ready for girls golf next week. The draw for unified flag football comes up soon. Now is when you earn your money as a member of the IHSAA staff and member institutions, because this is what we're in business for.
It absolutely is. And you know what, Coach? I wouldn't want to have it any other way, or I wouldn't want to do anything else. I think this is just such a special time of the year that, teams have been playing. They've been working hard. We've talked about how hard they work in the summer, but now we're into the middle of the season, or in girls golf, we're coming to the end, and now we're going to start handing out trophies. We're going to start handing out that hardware, and I think that just brings another level of excitement. It puts all the pieces of the puzzle that coaches have developed along the way together, and now these teams are gearing up and really trying to make a strong tournament run, and here it is. We're going to celebrate state championship in golf in 3 short weeks.
Well, to get to that point, though, you have to have an infrastructure that works. You have to have a philosophy that everybody's on board with. You have to have goals and aspirations for an education-based athletic program, not only individually but around the state. And that's what these meetings that you've been having, continue to have with the principals, are all about, for them to voice concerns, bring up concerns that they have, share best practices, and just make sure that everybody understands why we do what we do.
I think that is well said, Coach. Well said. And, I think we can never forget why we do what we do. In an education system that we have that's been around for a lot of years, we have facilities that are packed with fans that, one, they support their schools, 2, they support the kids in the school just like when they were there, and 3, they're supporting kids that are going to come back into their community and be the mechanic, they're going to be the school teacher, they're going to be the radio broadcaster, the sports guy like yourself, and these systems are celebrated at such a level. When we have an athletic first system, like we certainly see summer participation and the AAU circuit, we got 25 people in the gym watching kids play, and that's not what goes on during the regular school year. And we have communities that come out and make it an event. I mean, they're there eating the hot dogs and the concessions and hanging out with their high school teammates with the remember when stories, but also there to watch the kids in their community grow in that education first system.
Well, they need to be reminded from time to time. We're talking with Paul Neidig on our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA. Commissioner, I'm sure, too, you have to remind people from time to time that the rules and guidelines are established by the member institutions, and the job of the IHSAA is to carry out the rules that the membership votes on.
That's exactly right. There's not one bylaw in that book that's not been approved by our board of directors or reviewed with the membership. And I think it always is done with the lens is this rule that we're applying here today, that is it best for the last kid who makes the team? And I think that's the lens that we have to have, because every time a student walks through and gains eligibility and not told the truth or done it under false pretense, Coach, I really think a lot about that kid who doesn't get to play, that kid who may not make the team, that kid who doesn't get to be with that coach, that kid who doesn't get that opportunity to develop when we have an athletic first transfer. And again, I told the athletic directors and principals today, please let me know who that kid is, because I'll drive to your school and I'll apologize to that kid who doesn't get the opportunity, because I think what we do is that important for every kid in the program.
Great place to end. He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. Our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Get out, spend your $5 on all the events in your community, and watch some great action in the high school ranks in our state. We'll join you next week. Commissioner, thanks so much. Have a great week.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes is proud to support West Washington Senator football and wish them a great season. Stop by and see us for all your school fan gear. We offer a wide variety of tees, hoodies, hats, and more. We also offer custom screen printing and embroidery for your team, business, or event. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and have been serving our community for over 15 years. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, they're 9 to 3. Stop in or call us at 812-883-4154. That's 812-883-4154. Shop local and save.
Here at American Family Insurance, located in Bedford, Indiana, we help our customers all over the state of Indiana by having customizable insurance policies to fit their needs. Whether it is insurance for your car, home, or business, we've got you covered. With licenses in Ohio and Florida as well, we can insure your vacation or rental home. You can also sign up for our discount driving program called Know Your Drive and save up to 10% with the potential to save up to 20% off auto insurance premiums. And let's not forget about your life, as life insurance is the most important policy we offer. Contact Michael Long at mlong@amfam.com or call 812-578-3072. Again, that's 812-578-3072. Michael Long Agency with American Family Insurance. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Back here live at Art Sanders Field, it's been all Paoli to this point as the Rams lead it here 34-0 as Coach continues to try to find some scores here for the Salem Sports Card Show.
This great crowd here, Bubba, is sucking up the Wi-Fi.
They must be, but I'll run down the scoring while you're still looking and do some stats here. Paoli got on the board with 5:51 to go, the first score of the night on a quarterback. Elliott ran it 64 yards for the touchdown. Benalis tried the 2-point run, and it was no good, so 6-0 at that point. Then after the Senators turned it over with 2:14 to go on a fumble, short field, Rominger was able to take it in for the 8-yard touchdown run. It was 12-0. Cook took in the 2-point conversion, 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. And then Paoli had 3 scores in the second quarter. Cook, after another West Washington punt, the Rams come back out. Cook took it 69 yards down the Paoli sideline to score 20-0. The PAT run was no good, and that was our score. Then with 3:43, they got it back again. Elliott this time on a 16-yard quarterback keeper took it to the house, 26-0. The 2-point run was no good. And then Cook wasn't done yet. He's got a lot of yardage in this first half as he got a 63-yard touchdown run to go up 32-0. Elliott ran in the 2-point conversion, and our score at the half, 34-0. Going over the individual and team stats here in this first half, it has been all Paoli. I mean, the Rams racked up 326 yards on the ground rushing the football. Most of that was done by Cook, who had 135 yards of rushing. Rominger ended up with 89 yards. The quarterback, Elliott, also had that one long touchdown run, and he put up 64 yards of rushing. And then number 7, who was Fletcher Cole, had one run for 7. And number 5, Benalis, had one for 15. The total 326 on 20 carries for the Rams. They just threw it one time, and it was incomplete from Elliott trying to get it out there to Fletcher Cole. Actually, two times they threw it and didn't complete either time. So all rushing yards for the Rams here in the first half, 326 total yards. For the Senators, they end the half with 64 rushing yards. Most of that done on that first drive. Ethan Roberts having 7 carries for 46 of those yards. And then they threw it several times as we had only 39 rushing yards. I said that wrong. 64 passing yards as Kenton was able to complete it several times there. He threw the ball 11 times for those 64 yards. So not much offense for the Senators as we go into the second half, down here 34-0 to the Rams, and just dug ourselves an awfully big hole to overcome. But you got to come out and win the halves, and this is kind of going to tell us what this team is made of. It's the first time we've been down all year. Give Paoli credit. They come in ready to play. We haven't been. We've made a lot of mistakes on both sides of the ball. Fumbled the ball away. Give Paoli short field to go up 14-0. Then fumbled it again on a third down and had to punt it away as we put ourselves in bad positions. Just haven't done a real good job offensively here tonight. And, you wonder with this team, as young as they are, when this was going to happen, and it hadn't happened through the first 4 games, and that's not taking anything away from Paoli. They have come in here ready to play tonight, and it shows on the scoreboard right now, 34-0.
Well, they've been battle tested, with that Boonville game to start the year.
Yep.
They're going through a grind in their schedule right now. As the Senators are also, the Senators might take some flack. These games are put in play so many years ahead of time, and there's some games you have to play. You can't control how good your, opponents are, and I think what you have to look at the Senators, they've been able to capitalize, especially against some weaker opponents. Although some of these scores are bonkers, so it's a tale. A season's a long season. How you make adjustments during that season, what you learn about yourself. Hey, if you get yourself kicked in the teeth, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit there and gloat about it, or are you going to do something about it? Just like Paoli last week took that against Perry Central. Well, they've definitely not sat there and licked their wounds. Their best offensive lineman's over there on crutches, and yet they've capitalized tonight for a lot of big plays.
Yeah, they sure have. As Coach continues to look for scores, we'll bring them to you whenever we get them, but having a little trouble getting the
and a lot of people not reporting. That's I really hate that. I mean, we do our best for our brand here. I will run through here on the Salem Card Show scoreboard update with 47 seconds left. Let's see if we can get in. Make sure you come out and see us October 29th at the Washington County Fairgrounds. We'll have 50 tables. Springs Valley up 16-3 over Salem. Eastern down 13-6 to Corden. North Harrison down 14-7 to Brownstown. Silver Creek up 14-0 on Scottsburg, and this is the score of the night. I'm going to tell you right now. Providence 28, Clarksville 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
And that is a opponent
Is it
in
Clarksville or Charlestown?
Charlestown.
Charlestown.
Sorry.
I thought they were playing.
They played Clarksville last week.
Yeah. And that's that. Providence is a sectional opponent for us. So they're a team that we're kind of watching here.
And that was our pick, Bubba. We talked about Charlestown being our pick in the Mid-Southern.
Yep. And that's kind of a surprising score, but Providence must have a really good football team, and they're playing it tonight against Charlestown.
Are you telling me you got to play the football games, Bubba? You can't just –
No, you can't just walk out there, and we've learned that tonight. I don't – not saying that we weren't ready through practice, but our kids just come out, and once they got up, it was kind of like you could see the wind go out of our sails. That second score after we fumbled really hurt us, and then the second quarter we just
and you see these guys. Coach Lowry had his arm around Ethan Roberts.
Yeah.
Talking to him. We got a lot of things there. Mason Cox is going to be kicking off for us there.
Yeah, he sure is.
He is Mr. Everything. And this guy's got a leg for me. When junior high, he could kick.
Well, let's see what he does here. We need the ball back. Hey, maybe he'll kick it on the ground, but we'll see if he can get it up in the air. And we'll start the third quarter here. Paoli 34, Senators nothing. Senators looking for something big to happen here.
That's a great kick.
Deep kick there by Cox, and it goes down out of bounds at the 10, so they'll get the ball at the 35-yard line.
Tell you what, though, great kick, though, because, that takes it. And
don't give them a chance to return it. You don't need anything else. So now you've got to come out here, set the tone offensively as the Rams will start, or defensively, as we got to get a stop here to get this third quarter underway. They'll start at their own 35. And a big first half for the Rams on the ground in that first half, 326 yards. So,
and this is a time where we tell our true character right now, like we've said. When things are going truly bad, how are you going to respond to it?
Absolutely. So the Rams will come out offensively. They'll set up at their own 35-yard line after the kick goes out of bounds. Senators trying to fly around here on defense and make something happen. Elliott will go under center. Cook goes in motion, turns, hands it. Nope, he keeps it. And that's number 7, Cole, who will run the football this time. Fletcher Cole taking the snap from quarterback, and he'll bring it out for a gain of about 12 yards. So Cole in there at QB right now, and he picks up 12 on first down. So 1st and 10 at the Senator 46-yard line, and the Senator defense just looking for answers here. I'm sure Coach Gibson about ready to jump out of his skin here, as he hasn't had this situation all year long. He's just trying to find somebody to make a play defensively. Cole goes back under center. Man, he's moving.
We got our flag back here.
Yeah, they finally throw it as he was moving forward. Rominger was before the snap come, and it will be a illegal procedure against the Rams.
That looked like the line when they open up the grill at 5:30 there. Everybody rolling in real quick and a hurry, and then flag a little tardy. They were there about 5:24.
Yep, so that'll move it back to the 42-yard line where it'll be 1st and 15 for the Rams. And we just need something positive to happen here defensively.
Yeah.
We need a fumble, turnover, interception, something, as we can try to get. Cole will go under center here as he moves to the quarterback position, sets his man in motion, turns, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and then follows it up in there right off tackle on the right-hand side. Gets about the 5 yards they lost on first down back. Actually almost 6 as they take it down. Oh, now they move it back. That was a pretty generous spot as they move it back to the 47-yard line. So Fletcher Cole getting it on the ground, a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 10 now for the Rams as they'll break the huddle and come to the line. Cole will set up with Rominger behind him. He'll move under center, wing formation, sets a man in motion.
Coming this side.
They'll pitch it back there. It'll come to Rominger. He'll try to come to the outside. And a good open field tackle there by number 20, Zach Stice, as he comes across. Not before they were able to pick up about another 3 or 4 yards on the cane. We'll give him 4 as Rominger picks it up to the outside this time. So 3rd down and 6. A long 6 at about the Senator 49-yard line. So we need a big 3rd down stop here as they'll set up. Cole once again will go under center at the quarterback position. Rominger behind him. He'll set Cook in motion. Senators almost jumped. Now they'll check to the sidelines as Cole will look over and reset the wing formation as he'll go back under center. Sets a man in motion now. Snap will come. Fakes a handoff. Keeps it himself. Gets tripped up. Hudson Kretz actually got a hand on his foot but he goes down close to a first down at about the Senator 45. He's going to be about a yard short. He picks up 5. So fourth down and about 2 for the Rams as they'll go for it here. We need a stop here on fourth down.
We're not in position. You got to hurry up and get up there because you know this team. Boom, he's going to snap
They'll
it.
go quarter sneak,
Yep,
and there it is.
we
They had movement. Yeah,
Rominger
moves, and I'm sure that's against Paoli. Legal motion again against the Rams, and they've done that a little bit. They try to get off the ball quick, and that time it hurts them as they're moving back 5 yards. So that should take it back to their side of the 50 at about the Ram. It'll be right at the 50-yard line. So they'll mark it right on the Senator Sam there in the center of the field. So another penalty against the Rams for motion.
Big thank you to the whole maintenance staff who got that beautiful field. Looks beautiful for homecoming tonight. Got the Senator Sam put out there.
Fourth down and about 7 now for the Rams as they'll set up there at midfield. We need a big play here. Cole will go under center. Sets a man in motion, and Cook takes it himself. Option play, he'll cut it. And he nice tackle. The ball come loose. And I believe we got it back. Ethan Roberts, the first guy there, made the hit. And he's fired up. He says, come on, boys, let's go. And that's what we needed. So a fumble by the Rams, and the Senators will get it back. They would have got it back anyway because he didn't get enough yardage for the first down.
I think you go for the whole shot on this one, Bubba.
You got to do something here to get points on the board.
I think you go for the whole shot. In my humble opinion, you take a shot deep down the field. You put Ken in there, see if one of these guys can break it. If not, hit somebody in the flats. You got Kress and Roberts that are going to be in the backfield, and you find somebody. You try to do something here.
So we'll start at our own 47 after the fumble as the Senators bring their offense out, looking to put their first points of the night on the board here. I formation in the backfield as they'll set up Roberts with Kress behind him. Kent will go under center, take it, turn, hands it off to Roberts, and nothing there as he got hit. Benalis, the first guy there, no gain on the play there by Ethan Roberts.
You know, we have ran to the right side almost all night. I don't know that we've had a run to the left side all night, and that is just something they're filling those holes.
Yeah, their linebackers are really good. Rominger and Benalis have done a great job coming up and making plays. Their 2 inside linebackers are probably as good as we've seen, and they're showing it here tonight. Second down and 11 for the Senators as Kent will go under center, takes the snap, rolls out, wants to throw. He's got some time. Nobody there, though, so he'll throw it at the last minute, and
right off of Miller's hands.
Incomplete as Miller tries to make the grab there close to a first down. So that'll fall incomplete as Kenton tried to get it out there to 32, and that one is incomplete. So it'll be third down and 11 now, and here we are again. All night we've been behind the sticks, and once again it's third down and long. And when we've had it in third and long, we fumbled the ball.
And if you flip the coin over on the other side,
they've been able to get it.
It's been very short, and that's something that has to be. That's something that has to be, in your mind right now. You're trying to win the sticks right now.
You got to. That's when you're behind. You got to get first downs and move. Play clock down to 3. They'll have to hurry. Eye in the backfield. He'll get it off. Drops back, wants to throw. They set it up down the field. That's going to be, he tripped him up, so we're going to get a break there as we tried to get it all the way down to Jackson. And
give him an Emmy because he deserved it for that one.
Yeah, he did. He almost caught it anyway. Jackson Cameron got tripped up there. Paoli, a player, got a hold of his foot and tripped him right there at about the 25. And he still almost come up with the ball, but that pass interference is going to give us an automatic first down.
Oh, it's going to be against us, Bubba. It's going to be against us. Yeah, they're going to call it on Jackson, even though that he was kind of falling. They're going to call that. So,
are you kidding me? That's the worst call I've seen forever. And these guys, geez, Pete. He tripped our guy. He still almost made the catch, and now we're going to have to punt. That's a horrible call.
We don't have enough guys. Let's see as Armstrong runs on the field there. Got to get the personal protector out there for the.
So punt team comes on, fourth down and 11. And the snap will come back here, and nothing's going right, including the officiating.
As the punt goes
back.
Deep
kick, and it's going to be fielded down there. It'll take a Senator bounce and roll inside the 15 all the way down to the 11. So that's a great punt there by Kenton, and that's one good thing that's happened. But I cannot believe that call. I mean, they tripped Jackson Cameron, he still almost caught the ball.
And I don't know, Bubba, if they called it on the initial contact. Is that what we got there, guys?
Well, their guy fell down.
The arm, okay. So
he just fell down on his own.
The stiff arm on the back is what they're saying. That okay.
No, we're watching it right here. He never touched him.
There we go.
And there he trips him, and there Jackson almost catches it.
Man, I was hoping Jackson could hang because that was a great play call there.
That doesn't surprise me. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams. They'll hand it off, and they'll go wide with it as they get it to Cook. He'll stretch it out all the way to the Paoli sideline and pick up about 3 yards. Pushed out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
He ran from here to Rigo, but got only about a yard.
So now they got another
flag,
penalty. Maybe that was a makeup. That same guy that missed the other one now calls a legal procedure. Awesome. A 5-yard penalty. We'll move it back to about the 7-yard line.
Yeah.
Where it will be 1st and 15.
Bubba, make something happen here. You get a fumble or something.
Get them in the end zone.
Get them in the end zone. Yep. Make sure they're
safety here. So they'll split 2 guys wide to the far side as Cole will go under center to take the snap. He does, turns, hands it off, goes back to Benalis. He breaks a tackle. He's into the secondary, and just a shoestring tackle there by Cameron as Jackson come over to get a shoestring of Cook and trip him up at about the 27-yard line. So a gain there of about 21 yards on the carry for the Rams.
And I'm seeing Grayson McCoy get treated, shoulders getting taped over there on the sidelines. That is not good for the Senators because he's been that epitome of center football this year, of doing anything, running, catching, and playing defense.
So Elliott will move back in there again. Now he'll take the snap, and he hands it off to Rominger. He'll go to the right side, still on his feet, breaks out. No, he kept it. He pulled it away from Rominger, and he could go all the way. Crest tries to get him, and they finally tackle him down at about the 10-yard line. So another long run there by Elliott on that quarterback option. And this wing formation is just tearing us up right now as they take it all the way down to about the 10 from the 27. So just a great run there by the Rams as Elliott picks up, what was that, Coach? 15. He took it about 67 yards.
67 yards on that play. Motion there in the backfield.
Elliott will take it, pitch it in the backfield. They'll try to take it wide with Benalis, and he gets snuffed up. As a pretty good defense there as the Senators were all over.
That play hasn't hurt us much tonight. There was that one that was the blown coverage on the right side there.
Elliott has been the one that's really hurt us. Him and Cook.
Yeah.
Rominger's going to get his. I mean, he's just a good enough back. He's going to get some yardage, but they lose actually 4 yards on that one.
So the Senators are going to have to buckle down here as they're just trying to find any which way to stop the bleeding here.
2nd and 13 back at the 17 as Elliott will take the snap, turn, hand it off that time to Rominger. He goes up the middle, still on his feet. He may score as he will. He'll take it in. So a 17-yard touchdown run there by Rominger, and the wheels continue to fall off the car here. So Rominger puts 6 more on the board here with 6:02 to go in the third quarter, and it's 40-0.
Yeah, the Senators just not playing well at all in this game. It's just going to have to be, you think about it, it's like, what are you going to do, well, in an uncertain week next week?
Yeah.
That really sucks that there's no scheduled game as of this moment.
So they'll try to kick one here as Cook, and we jump off sides.
And I bet they're going to go for it now.
Yeah, they very well could. Yep, they sure did. So PAT kick, and we jump off sides. They'll still try to kick it. So Cook will try to kick it through the uprights. First time they've tried it here tonight. As Elliott will hold.
We got some confusion here. These are always fun.
Yep. So the snap will come here on the 2-point conversion as they'll try to kick it through. Ball's down, the kick is up, and it looks good. He got it through. So Cook gets the PAT, and it's 41-0 here with still 6:02 to go in the third quarter, and the Senators just back on their heels, kind of licking their wounds at this point. We'll take another break, come back here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR, and West Washington live stream.
Expertise, resources, commitment. At Sullivan Financial, we offer a team approach to financial planning, offering you a broader scope of expertise than you will likely find in any one person. Clients are our main priority, which is why we work to understand your unique circumstances and ultimately create a distinctive plan that provides a roadmap for your financial journey. Located in Mitchell, Indiana, they can be reached at 812-849-2670. That's 812-849-2670.
Well, all Paoli here at Art Sanders Field as we still have 6:02 to go in this third quarter. Rams score again this time. Rominger able to take it in from 17 yards out for his second score of the night. He had an 8-yarder earlier in the game. So the Rams lead 41-0 after the PAT kick. So they'll kick it off here again to West Washington. Senators still looking for some offense as they just have struggled all night long. Line drive kick will go to the up man, fielded there at about the 35, and he brings it out to about the 40 before he's hit and brought down. That's Wyatt Johnston. That should have probably been a flag, but he won't. This guy won't. I've had these guys before, and they are absolutely horrible. I hate to complain about the refs. Wouldn't make a difference in the game, but this guy on our sideline, he's a joker. Man, that's about all I can say about it. We had him a lot when I was over there in the black and gold, and he is not very good.
The Senators line up here. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 42 here with 5:25 left.
Kenton will come back out with the offense, eye in the backfield, looking for some positive offensive production here. He'll roll out, keep it, and he will. He'll take it down, get a first down and more as he takes it all the way down to the Paoli 43. So a gain of about 14 there on first down for Kenton as he starts that drive at their own 42. And a 17-yard pickup there for Kenton Chase. And, you know, I think Kenton's going to have to do more of that for us to be successful. And we've seen it in the games that we've won. You know, he's been able to run the football like that. He's going to have to do it here tonight in this second half if we want to put him points on the board. Eye in the backfield, 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line as they'll line up to take the snap here, try to draw Paoli off. Just a straight, Kenton kept it. It looked like he was going to hand it off, but he keeps it. He gets a seam. He could go to the house here. He may beat everybody.
We got a flag back here at the 50.
And he will score, but.
We got a flag on the 50.
Yep. And that doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, he says bring it back, a holding penalty against the Senators.
And Bubba, I think the initial thing was that if we know when we were talking about how Kenton took off with it, I think there was the little bit right there in the middle was what got him. Because he comes out and there's just somebody just got into somebody too much, and that's where the flag was thrown.
Yeah, holding penalty against the Senators here. And yeah, I'm going to keep my comments to myself.
So here we go. Senators are going to have to redo it there after a first down. So definitely bet that Ken will not be running it on this play. If we had some in-game betting, that would be a great bet right now. I think you could.
So 1st and 20 now for West Washington, back at their own 43-yard line.
Coach Robleski throws in just verbalizes the play to Kenton. He was close enough to do it there.
So Kenton will come back out after running in for a touchdown. A holding penalty calls that one back. So 1st and 20 at the Senator 42. Eye in the backfield. Snap will come. He'll keep it again, go to the left-hand side and get about 6 or 7 yards, tackled out of bounds again, but we don't see any flags on those.
No, and that's what
we see flags on an in there hold in the middle of the field. but we don't get anything out of bounds. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, you want to make sure everybody's being safe when they're going out of bounds. That's the biggest thing.
Well, yeah, that's my thing. We
Yeah.
definitely don't need to get anybody hurt here.
No.
And, we've seen several of those.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little extra. The whistle, point of emphasis all around, college football and the NFL was this year to blow the whistle quicker. And
Yeah. He takes it up to the 47-yard line, so a gain of about 6 on that carry by Kenton. But still second down, about 18. Snap will come. He'll drop back, wants to throw. He's going to take it down. He's got a guy down there. It's Cameron. And he just throws it a little much to the inside. And
yeah, on the post route there, he was trying to come up. And when you take that ball, Kenton had it almost like he's a curve ball where you come over the top. He kind of got that, and his release was not where he wanted. He wanted his release to be a little higher, and it kind of came a little flatter, so the ball just kind of nosedived rather than getting a little loft under it.
Yep, third down and about 18 now for the Senators. Back at their own 47-yard line. Split 2 guys wide here to the near, eye in the backfield, as Kenton will step under center to take the snap. He will, and he'll keep it himself, cuts back up the middle, gets met there in the center of that Ram defense, takes it to about the 50-yard line. So a gain of about 3 there by Kenton.
Clock moving here, 1:10 left in the third quarter. Paoli up 41-0 here. For all of you listening to us on WWSR or on the live stream here, and thank you so much. We appreciate you.
4th and 16, so looks like the Senators are going to punt as they'll set Kenton back there to kick it away. Fletcher Cole will drop back deep for the Rams as just too much yardage to make up after that holding penalty. Snap will come. It's a low one. Kenton will get it away, though. Another good punt. That's one thing we have done well tonight. He's punted the ball really well. Kicks it all the way down to inside the 10 at about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, I think he's had about 3 or 4 punts that have landed right there about inside the 15. But unfortunately, you don't want to punt, that much in a game.
Absolutely
The great Pat McAfee said when he was with the Colts, if you remember that, he was taunting the Tennessee Titans fans when at the draft. He said, "Yeah, I was the punter for the Colts. You never usually got to see me play." So in case you didn't know, because we scored on you all the time.
That sounds like something he would say. He's an interesting guy.
Love the guy.
He's
so we're gonna go. Hey, before we go to our commercials here in between the quarters, if you would like to be a sponsor for us here on the West Washington live stream, do us a favor, contact Mr. Russell. He can hook you up on all the stuff. We've got a lot of different packages. If you're a small business, a big business, we can help you out. We can get you some airtime. And from everybody from Eddie Gilstrap to the Salem Card Show, we got definitely packages for you.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick break and come back with the fourth quarter. It's Rams 41, Senators nothing.
Is your ride not as reliable as it used to be? Eddie Gilstraps is the place to go. With 80 years in the auto industry, we know how to get things done. At Eddie Gilstrap Motors, we have an unbeaten level of commitment to buyers, unmatched customer service, a wide array of new and used inventory, and various financing options are just a few of the ways in which we serve our customers. Give us a call at 877-227-9421. That's 877-227-9421, or just visit our website.
All right, back here live to start the fourth quarter. Senators down 41-0. Have to punt the ball away here to start the fourth quarter. So the Rams will take over inside their own 15 at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for Paoli as they'll put Fletcher Cole back in at quarterback here on this series to start. He'll move under center, sets a man in motion, takes it, turns, hands it off, and a flag.
Yeah, they were all kinds
start. They've done that a few times here tonight where they just get ahead of themselves and legal procedure once again against the Rams.
Well, there's a lot of moving parts with that offense. We talk about our assignment football you have to play, but it's also on the offensive side, they have their assignments. They've got to be in motion at a specific time, be set at a specific time, and of course you got to go on when the ball snapped.
Inside the 10 now at the 8 as Fletcher Cole will go under center, sets a man in motion, turns, hands it off. Halfback carry, breaks the tackle, gets to the outside, and finally drugged down.
Mason Cox there on the tackle.
Cox making the hit on Benalis up at about the close to a first down. He picked up about 14 yards. So Benalis with the carry there out of the backfield from that wing position.
Yeah, Benalis is a guy who's probably saw his career, chances because of Rominger probably decreased a lot.
Yeah, him and Cook, they haven't went to Benalis much in this game. They've used Cook more out of the wing position than they have Benalis.
And that was one of the guys Coach Dittmer mentioned when I asked him, because I said, everybody knows the big guys. What about the other guys?
All right, 2nd down and 1 as they'll go in motion and hand it off. It'll be a keeper, and Cole just takes it. He's going to break a tackle or two, and he could score. Mason Cox finally tracks him down from behind, as Mason takes him down at about the 40-yard line. So
he threw his own lineman out in front of him, and that kind of sprung him for even more.
He rambles about 48 yards, does Cole on that carry. So another first down for the Rams, and more yardage being racked up here for Paoli. So first down for them in Senator territory at the 40-yard line. And they'll come back out and set the offense with Fletcher Cole in there at quarterback. They'll stack heavy here to the right as Cole will go under center, sets a man in motion, takes it, pitches it. It'll go back there to the back, and he gets hit pretty hard, but not before he picks up about 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, that's what I would really like to know, Bubba. I know we don't have the instant stat, but how many negative yards have we, stopped people on tonight? Not very
Pageant with that carry, number 33. So he picks up about 6, and it'll be a 2nd down and 4 now at the Senator 35 as Cole takes his time. 9:22 to go here in the game, and the Rams going to win this one, but just not much offense from the Senators here tonight. It's been all Paoli. Cole will go under center, wing formation in the backfield as they'll set up here at the Senator 35. They jumped again. That's another motion penalty. Yeah, they had a guy get off on the left side pretty quick, and that'll bring it back. So it'll be 2nd down and about 9 now as they take it back to the 40. So that's where they'll set up here on 2nd and 9 at the Senator 40. Somebody needs to strip this ball away. We need some points on the board.
Yeah, we've got that big goose egg at Senators. There's nothing over. There's actually nothing on there. It's not good.
So Cole will move under center to take the snap. Wing in the backfield, sets a man. He got off early.
Yeah, he got off early too.
And a big hit by Ethan Roberts. Roberts comes through though and smokes him. So I'm glad they didn't throw the flag there, even though they should have, because he jumped about 3 seconds before the ball got snapped. So a loss of 5 on that carry as they pitch it out there once again. And it will be a 3rd down now and about 15 for the Rams back at the 45-yard line. So they'll set up here under 8 minutes to go on the clock as the Rams in control. Cole will go back under center, wing in the backfield, sets a man in motion, fakes a pitch, rolls out here, naked bootleg, throws it out there, catch is made. 28 on the reception right there at about the 37, takes it all the way down to the 36. So a gain of about 10 as number 28.
Cone Brace, yeah.
Brace the reception. So a gain of 10. But it will be 4th down and about 6 now at the 36-yard line of West Washington. So they'll break the huddle, come to the line. And Cole will lead them up there once again as he'll go under center. Wing formation as he'll set up, sets a man in motion, now turns and keeps it. Anyway, he ran into somebody right there at the line, but he keeps his feet moving and got the first down. Man, we had him stood up.
Yeah.
And then that second effort by Cole, good enough for the 6-yard pickup and a first down.
And that was something that, we talked about. You got to be able to stop that, because with this offense, that's what they're going to, be able to build on is, keeping that play going.
So 1st and 10 inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. 5 or 6:25 to go here on the game clock as the Senators 41-0 to the Rams here. Cole will go back under center here, wing in the backfield, sets a man in motion, now turns, hands it off, just a straight dive as they go up the middle. He gets hit and a whistle that time. He's still on his feet. But
I think it's because he had people around his
Yeah.
legs. That's where you really look at where you'll see him call it quick. When the feet aren't moving, they'll call it.
So about a 3-yard pickup there by Brace as he picks up 3 on that carry.
Who the Hoosiers got this week, Bubba?
We play Western Kentucky. I'm going up to the game tomorrow. Looking forward to that.
Finally get to use those
Finally
tickets.
get to use them. I haven't used them yet. I've given them away every the first 2 weeks, but
I see you're a fair weather fan. I see how you are.
no, I have to work.
I'm messing with you.
Cole will take it. He'll keep it himself and cut back up the middle. Runs over a Senator. Right at about the 15-yard line, he'll go down. So another first down, a gain of about 12 as Cole takes it down there for another first down at the 15-yard line.
Well, I don't blame you, Biff, for not going to the Idaho game last week because
Well,
it was
raining. It was nasty. I started to go, and then, my Saturdays are pretty much, I've worked Saturday all my life, so I don't get too many of them off. But this week, I've worked most of the week, and so I'm taking off tomorrow to go watch the game. But
there you go.
Hopefully they'll get a win. So Cole still knocking on the door here in the fourth quarter. He'll go under center, sets a man in motion, turns, and hands it off, and he gets smoked in the backfield. Ethan Roberts again coming through there as number 9 gets up holding his belly. Johnny Schellenberger, he's a sophomore running back, and he loses about 5 yards there as Ethan Roberts comes through to smoke him there. And a good hit on that one, back to the 20-yard line, so a loss of 5, second down 15 now for the Rams. And the clock down to 4:17 to go here in the contest. Cole setting up there at the 20 as he'll go under center. Wing formation once again. They'll set a man in motion, turn, and they hand it off this time in the middle, and finally he gets took down after a gain of about 2 or 3 yards down inside the 20 to about the 18. So it'll be 3rd and 12 now for the Rams.
3:40 left here. Center's down 41-0 as they're trying to make a stop of some sort, something they've not been able to do all night.
We have not been able to stop them. They've scored every time I think that they've had the ball. They haven't stopped them at all. So Cole will go under center, sets a man in motion, turns, keeps it himself, gets hit, and he's going to go down as he gets no gain on the play. Actually lost a couple yards, but the line judge on the far side says no, he got back to the line of scrimmage, which I'm not sure that he did, but it doesn't matter. He goes down, so it'll be 4th down and 12 now. So no gain on the play, and they'll set it right there at about the 17-yard line. And going to go for it on 4th and 12.
Yeah, they are.
Well, you about have to. You can't punt.
Yep.
So you're down there inside the red zone at
Puts
the
you
17.
30-plus yard field goal there.
Yeah.
Now, Paoli had a kid a couple years ago. He had a good boot
Yeah,
on him.
they've had some kickers over the years. So Cole will go under center once again, sets a man in motion, now turns, fakes a handoff, pitches it at the last minute, gets the outside there, 33, gets taken down by Mason Cox as he throws him for a loss back at about the 21-yard line. So that will be a turnover on down. So loss of 2 on the play.
What's crazy on that play, Bubba, he stop. He was almost moving forward when the ball was snapped. And I know that's what this offense, you go
That's
the
what the
stutter
wing
step.
formation
Yeah.
is. They do that a lot, but
Yeah.
And they've ran it to the tee tonight. I can't say that I've ever seen a Paoli team run it any better, and they've had some good ones over there running that wing formation. But Senators come back out with 150 to go here and trying to do something positive. But they'll set up here at their own 21-yard line, and Kenton will come back out, go under center eye in the backfield. He'll step under to take the snap, and they jump off sides.
On the hard count
That'll
there.
go
Gets
against
them.
them.
Lots and lots of Lots and lots of plays tonight have not went the Senators' way, but that one did. So we enter a week of uncertainty, which I kind of talked about. We have no game scheduled for next week due to the team that we were scheduled to play dropping down to play the dreaded 8-man football. So
1st and 5 now. They'll take the snap and hand it off. Nope, he keeps it. He's going to roll out, looks to throw. He's got a guy open down there, and he gets a catch. Yeah, I believe Titan made the grab right there.
He's got it, yeah.
At the 45-yard line. So Kenton able to bomb it down there to Titan.
And Titan paid the price on that. It looks like they came over his helmet there, or he's grabbing his face mask here. It looked like he got pulled down by. He's like
gain of 20 on the reception, and it will be the last play possibly down to 30 seconds with this running clock. Kenton will go under center, take the snap, turns, fakes a handoff, got pressure coming from behind, and he gets out of it though at the last second. Finally throws it towards the sideline. Coach Burke's over there, the closest one to it. And that will be probably the final play of the game as the clock continues to run here with this running clock in the 4th quarter. So that's going to be it. Senators going to fall here tonight, go to 4-1 on the year. Paoli come in with a great game plan. They done everything right here tonight, and they get a big victory here over the Senators. So West Washington falls to 4-1, and what are we now in the conference?
That'll move us
2-1.
2-1 in the conference. So, they kind of hold their own destiny when they go to Perry Central here in 2 weeks. Hopefully we have some clue about if we get a game next week. It would be essential for us, I think, to play a game between this one and the Perry game.
Now, Perry comes here, right?
Perry comes here, yes.
So that's one good thing back here at home. But, if you want any chance to do anything, you've got to win that game because Perry right now undefeated in the conference. So you got to beat them to keep your hopes alive here and hopefully regroup from this not a very good offensive output here this evening naturally. And we you don't want to say anything negative, and I apologize for being a little negative about the officiating there, but I just thought that one call was, we score and the flag comes in 15 yards behind the play, and not that it would have made any difference in the outcome, but it just it's hard to take that when you're getting beat.
And Paoli's a good team looking, for that 2A sectional. There's that Coach Dittmer was telling me about. It was just a hard sectional.
That is a hard section.
But they're a team that will battle. This is a great rivalry we have here between two great public schools. I'll say it again, that really care from small towns and. It's went a long ways. I think they said it's 15-14 over the past since 1994 or something.
Yeah, it's been a close
game and a lot of pride. I have a lot of respect for the guys over there, and I wish them the best of luck the rest of the year. And I hope that the Senators can kind of regroup here and rebound next week or the week after, whichever we play.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So we'll let you know about that. But if not, our next broadcast will be here in 2 weeks against Perry Central. So that's all the time we've got tonight. That's all we're going to talk about. So for Coach Mills and the professor over here, Mr. Craig Akers, appreciate all he does for us. This is Bub Abbott. We say God bless you as the Senators fall here tonight, 41-0 to the Paoli Rams. And we say God bless you. We'll send it back over to WWSR and West Washington Live Stream.